Well, it's certainly a trend we're seeing all across Middle Tennessee, property tax increases. But the hikes hitting those in Mount Juliet have caught a lot of folks off guard. City leaders are on schedule to raise the city's property tax rate. For some, it's going to be up to 400%. We've heard from so many of you about this proposal, so our Amanda Roberts went directly to City Hall to share your voice.
The last time the Mount Juliet Commission met for a first read to potentially quadruple the property tax rate, the meeting stretched for more than 4 hours.
The goal is to give the best product at the best cost to the citizens out there.
Due to meet Monday for a second read, Mayor James Manis was open to help answer the dozens of concerned questions we received from viewers.
We cannot continue to operate on 11 cents. That's the 5th lowest rate in the state.
The City Council is considering raising the property tax rate to 44 cents per $100 of assessed value. For a $400,000 home, for example, taxes would jump from $110 a year to $440 a year if the measure passes a second vote. So what would that revenue go towards?
That property tax that we do collect now does not even cover the cost of the fire department.
A $10 million a year cost.
When it comes to the commission as a whole, public safety is not something that we're willing to cut or take a step back on.
Manis explained his approach, trimming the budget in other ways. He says 11 positions were cut or not filled.
Let's come back and see what we can save before we start doing a property tax increase.
So if there are savings made in the budget, why the increase all at once instead of over several years? Was the can kicked too far down the road?
There was no proposal from staff for a property tax last year. We did go into the budget discussing about how tight things were, and we were concerned that there was a possibility that we might run a deficit on that.
He says sales tax numbers in the city are still strong.
We're able to sustain so much of our operational personnel and even capital cost out of sales tax.
The other piece of that spending plan, property taxes, he says will need to come up as well.
I don't think 44 is the final answer. We'll wait to see what those final numbers are.
So, Rory, this budget is going to go towards a second read that's scheduled on Monday. It's for their regularly scheduled commission meeting. I want to make note, though, I received dozens of emails and input varied, right? Some folks told me that they moved to Mount Juliet specifically because of that property tax rate, and they're disappointed in this potential increase.
They never saw this coming, right? And yet some others don't seem to mind, right?
Right. Some of these other emails say that they have moved from various places, West Coast, New England, and compared to those rates, it's a marginal increase.
It's all about perspective, right?
Exactly.
Thanks, Amanda.